Hello once again, fellow boxing fans, and welcome back to another prediction video. Before I get into the content, I would just ask the usual that you would share, like, hit the bell notification, and most importantly, if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. You're just pressing a button and it would help this channel grow tremendously. I really appreciate everyone for your participation. The fight I'll be covering in this video comes by way of request, and it is another great one from Peter Garcia, 1124. I thank you for your requests and for your participation. The fight that Peter wanted me to cover is a featherweight contest between two talented fighters, very talented fighters, and those fighters are Yuriorkis Gamboa and Gary Russell Jr. One thing these guys have in common is they didn't live up to their full potential. Different circumstances in their careers, and it's sad because both of these guys had the potential to be great and to be superstars. But stylistically, because of the speed, because of the footwork, hand speed, upper body movement from both fighters, and flashiness, this would have been a great contest at featherweight. And the first time I saw Yuriorkis Gamboa fight, I was mesmerized. I was hoping that at some point he would fight Juan Manuel Lopez, but that fell through. But at the lower weights, Yuriorkis Gamboa was a phenomenon. It wasn't until the long periods of activity and moving up in weight that we saw his downfall. And he was undefeated until he faced Terrence Bud Crawford. And he was giving Bud a fight. So he deserves credit for that, win, lose, or draw. Gary Russell Jr. Same with him. First time I saw him, I was blown away. I was blown away by that hand speed, by the accuracy, and just the flashiness. And I wanted to see more of him. But the same with him. Long periods of inactivity. And it's sort of frustrating when you see guys with this much talent. You want to see more from them. And I don't advocate for fighters taking unnecessary punishment. But if we could get 2 decent fights out of each fighter per year, I think that would be more than sufficient. I see this fight being a high-speed chess match with both guys trying to use their timing, trying to overwhelm each other with the hand speed, and just looking for openings and countering. This would definitely be a counterpunching contest. And as far as talent and skills, at featherweight, I have these guys even. So this fight could really go either way. But one disadvantage for Gamboa is he left his hands down a lot. And Gary Russell Jr. was more defensively responsible and more technically sound. And so that's definitely in his favor. Not to mention he's a southpaw. I do feel that Gamboa has more of a variety of punches, whereas Gary Russell Jr. has the slightly quicker hands. I feel that Gamboa would have more power, and he's a better body puncher. But one thing Gary Russell Jr. was great at with the hand speed is catching you in the exchanges. And although Gamboa throws better combinations, in my opinion, he throws his punches a little wider, whereas Gary Russell Jr.'s punches are short and straight to the target. I also like the flurries that Gary Russell Jr. throws, and he has a dangerous counter right hook. Now, I can see Gary Russell Jr. becoming gun-shy if he feels the power of Gamboa. And if Gamboa commits to the body during this fight, it could be a long night for Gary Russell Jr. So the way I see it, if Gary Russell Jr. can control the distance and the pace of the fight, keep Gamboa on the outside with his snapping jab, I think that's his best chance of winning this fight. And I do feel the need to remind fans of just how great Gamboa was before his career took the wrong turn and he became inactive before going up in weight. But as I mentioned earlier, Gamboa did have the tendency to leave himself open and get caught with big shots. But once again, these guys are evenly matched. So I'm having a hard time with this one. The fight is going to be extremely close in my estimation, and it's definitely going to the cards. but I'm going to have to give Yuriorkis Gamboa the slight edge because I do feel that he's more explosive than Gary Russell Jr. I think his power is going to be a factor. I think he's going to apply pressure to Gary Russell Jr. and he's going to get on the inside and force Gary Russell Jr. to fight his fight. And so I'm going to go with Gamboa by split decision victory because I just see it being extremely close. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. I'll see you next time.